allow me to take you back in time to a period when there was a single group that dominated the earth. These individuals were at the very top of the food chain, and they're the most deadly of predators. They acted only in their own interest. I seem to be surrounded by bankers today. I'm not sure why. Welcome, Lemon. But yet, years into their dominant existence, they were swept away by an evolutionary event that they never actually saw coming. What killed them is still the subject of some scientific debate. Some scientists posited that it could have been a volcanic explosion somewhere in the Siberian area, which blasted carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Others suggested that it might have been caused by an impact from a meteor. Whatever it was, ocean anoxia, which is the lowering of oxygen in the oceans, could have been another reason, or indeed even a combination of many of those things. It was a perfect storm that led to a natural catastrophe. Life, as the leaders of the world knew it at the time, ended in a wisp of noxious gases. People call this evolutionary event the Great Dying, and I prefer to look at it as an evolution of nature against the dominant life form. Similar evolutions have continued to shape our history as a planet in 542 million years, since the era of that early dominant civilization, who were known as the Trilobites.
Been fascinating articles coming out about the Trilobites living another day thanks to grandparents who couldn't sleep. You may not look forward to sleeping less as you get older, but maybe it wouldn't seem as bad if you knew it once played an important role in human survival. A new study published on Tuesday in Proceedings of the Royal Society B suggests that the way sleep patterns change with age may be an evolutionary adaptation that helped our ancestors survive the night by ensuring one person in the community was awake at all times. The researchers call this phenomenon the poorly sleeping grandparent hypothesis, suggesting that an older member of a community who woke before dawn might have been crucial to spotting the threat, as long as their eyesight was still intact, spotting the threat of a hungry predator while younger people were still asleep. It may explain why people slept in mixed age groups through much of human history. We may be looking at just another reason why grandparents were critical in human evolution, said Elisa Crittenden, author of the study, and an associate professor of anthropology at the University of Nevada in Las Vegas. Researchers analyzed the sleep patterns of a society of hunter-gatherers in Tanzania called the Hadza. 33 members of the Hadza community wore small watch-like tracking devices on their wrists for 20 days. Researchers analyzed the sleep patterns of a society of hunter-gatherers in Tanzania, and they're saying that this sleeping environment may have similarities to that of earlier humans. They sleep outdoors or in grass huts in groups of 20 to 30 people without artificially regulating temperature or light. These conditions provide a suitable window to study the evolutionary aspects of sleep. Out of more than 220 total hours of sleep observation, researchers found only 18 minutes when all adults were sound asleep simultaneously. Typically, older participants in their 50s and 60s went to bed earlier and woke up earlier than those in their 20s and 30s. On average, more than a third of the group was alert or likely dozing at any given time. And it's a very interesting story. And actually, Bob, in his main speak, started with the Trilobites, so I'll get that and fuse it on video. How will the ships navigate without stars? And then he remembered that the stars were dead, long dead, and the light they shed was not to be trusted, was false, if not an outright lie. and in any case was inadequate, unequal to its task, which was to illuminate the evil that men did. Jeet Thayil. We're waiting for a glance or a word, some acknowledgement that we are here. And then I like this one. The world is on fire, time is a bomb. 10,000 years are not enough when so much remains to be done.